This week we're moving on and using Windows Forms and reading and writing files and doing things with that in Windows Forms. You're going to find out it's a whole lot easier than the old console way. Go ahead and open up Visual Studio and create a new project. We'll call it Spanish. Make sure that you are in Windows Forms, okay, so it pops up with a form right away, like that. Beautiful. And the first thing we do here, of course, we rename our form FRM something. I usually call the main one main, okay, say yes there, okay. Click on the forms, go ahead and change the text in our form, and call it Spanish Translator. That. Okay. Beautiful. Now, if we double click on here, it'll bring us right into the form load. This is where we want to take and load our text file. Switch back over to Blackboard and go to where to go if you don't know. We're going to be using some stuff out of the reading and writing text files. And remember, we go down to this tab one. This helps us a lot because this tab delimited that text file is. And we're going to be reading a 2-column here because we're going to be reading Spanish and English. That's our 2 columns, okay? So we're going to copy this first one here. Jump back into here, paste it just below your sub here, like that. We can use that file. The next thing we need to do is we need to go in and get our text file, okay? Jump back into here, we go, right here. If you go back up just one, okay, you're going to see at the top of reading and writing text files, once again, I'm in where to go if you don't know, and there's a folder called reading and writing text files. Here's my Spanish translator text that I'm going to use. If I right click on there, say link as, I'm going to put that in a folder where I'm creating here's my CIS116, okay, and Spanish, and you have to keep double clicking on these folders until you're all the way down at the bottom of your debug. Make sure it doesn't save it as translation one, make sure it saves it as translation text. While you're here, you might as well copy that because we're going to need that real soon. Right there, we're going to say save, like that, okay? And you have to go back to Visual Studio here. At this time, we can actually go to File, Open a file. We can look at that file, okay? And of course, it's in our bin, debug. There it is right there, okay? And I can actually look at this right here, see? Right there. Sometimes that helps you do that. Here's our word, here's a tab, and then here's the Spanish equivalent to that word. Okay, good. Let's start out by creating our class. We're going to create a structure. Okay, we're going to call this word, if you remember from last time. Dim English as string, and then dim Spanish. Come on, fingers. As a string, like that, okay? And then we take and we create an array out of that. Dim words like that. We're going to make it -1 because that's equal to 0, and as word like that, okay? And then this also create a constant CIS116 file name as a string is equal to, and I still had it in there yet, so I'm going to paste it right in there. Okay, you can type it in if you didn't get a chance to paste it. Copy it, I mean, okay? But that's not right. There we go, like that. Just like that, okay? Beautiful. Now we got some errors in here. Go ahead and copy the word out of our structure because we had to replace these. Remember I said I didn't know what you were going to be calling them, so I just called them my structure for now. And in here also we have to take and replace this column 1 with not column 1 but English and Spanish, like that, okay? And it takes care of all of our errors in there. Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and open that. When our form loads, okay, once again, if you don't have that skeleton, you can go back to your form design, double click in the middle of your form, and that will bring up this form load template, okay? Here we're going to take and load our words is equal to, and then use this, what is it called again, right here, read. There it is. And what information do I have to send this? I got to send it the file name, like that, okay? That'll fill that up for me. Let's go back to our main form design toolbox, and I want to have a combo box in here this time, and I want to have a label in here this time, okay, like that. Make it a little bigger, that, here, I always like to make my labels look like text boxes, okay? Then of course, once again, to do that, you go down here to your auto size, make sure your label's selected, go down here to auto size and make that a false, and I usually grab a, what is this, button highlight I got selected, okay? And then border style, make that a 3D, like that, okay? And then I can take and drag this and make this any size I want. That, because sometimes the description gets a little big, okay? Let's go ahead and go down to text, get rid of our text out of that, click on the word text, hit space, hit enter, and that fixes that. And then just go up here and change the names, okay? The names, LBL for labels. And this is Spanish, because that's where the Spanish word is going to end up at. And grab your combo box here and do CBO for combo box. And it's going to be English, like that. Okay? Beautiful. Now, go back to your, you can double click on your form to get back to your code for form load, okay? We want to take and populate that that combo box, okay? To do that, we have to loop through our words, okay? So we use a for each word in words, like that, okay? And then we can say CBO English dot items dot add, like that, okay? And what do we want to add? We want to add word dot English there, right there, okay, to that, like that. Okay, Control F5 to run it. Takes a couple seconds now because it's reading that text file, okay, and putting them in here. See, they all are right there, okay? Now what I would like to be able to do is click on that and have it show up over here. Now the index number in the combo box is going to be exactly the same index number as in words, isn't it? Okay, so I can use that number in this case. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to double click on this combo box, okay, and that will bring up a selected index change, okay. And so now what I want to do is I want to have my LBL English or Spanish dot text equal to, and now we want to have the words. Which one? We're going to use CBO English dot selected index right there, okay. Dot Spanish. Look at that. That's our code right there. Go ahead and run it. See what happens, okay. The nice thing about a combo box is you can actually take and type things in. There it is. Took a little while. Come on. Okay, you can actually type in like water, like that, okay. If we drop this down, come on, drop down right there. Here's our water right there. El agua. Notice there's more than one, okay. You can actually take and select things like this. Or if you take and drop it down and you say goodbye, which is what I'm going to say to you in just a second here. Adios, amigo. That's the end. Really easy little application.